Welcome everyone, it is Andrew here from IDB with Aukey's 2-in-1 wide-angle and macro lens system. I should somewhat preface this review with the fact that I am a very harsh critic when it comes to mobile lens systems. I feel a lot of them are just kind of cheap and thrown together and not really worth the money even when they aren't that expensive. Nevertheless, that does not stop tons of people from buying these mobile lenses and manufacturers from putting more and more out. So, if you're looking for a mobile lens, let's go ahead and take a look and see if the Aukey 2-in-1 lens is really the one that you should pick up. Inside of the box, you have a few things: a pretty basic instruction manual, the 48 or 24 month warranty from Aukey, a little carrying case that you can throw the lens and other components into, a lens cleaning cloth, which is a standard microfiber cloth that you would see for glasses or your phone screen. You have the actual clip that is used to mount the lens to your phone, and of course, the lens itself. What sets us apart from many other lenses out there is that it simply affixes to your phone using this little plastic clip with some silicone pads on the side. What's nice about that is it's really easy to put on and off of your phone. You don't need any special adapters or cases or little clips. It's literally just this part that comes with the bag, really easy to put on and off. The lens itself actually comes with a lens cap. There's a cap on the rear side too that has a little attachment where you can loop it onto something. Then the lens itself will simply twist onto the adapter. Not only that, but this is a 2-in-1 lens system, so you have the wide angle by default, but if you unscrew the lens from itself, it'll break into two separate lenses, and this smaller part here that would still be attached to the clip, that works as your macro lens. So you've got a really macro lens for close-up photography and a wide angle for really getting good group shots indoor and really great scenic shots. Here you can see live on my phone what it looks like in between going the actual iPhone camera itself and the Aukey wide angle lens. Obviously there is a huge difference between the two, even though this is quite a little bit of a weird shot, but there is quite a distinction between the two lenses. Also, a nice feature with the Aukey lens is it doesn't just work for that rear camera, it'll work on the front-facing selfie shooter as well. So I can clip that on the front center there, and it's even easier to center over that front-facing camera than the rear-facing camera. So really easy just to clip on and off for a wide-angle group shot, doing a selfie, or anything facing the rear as well. It is also quite a big lens. I was kind of surprised at how large of a lens it was, which is definitely not a bad thing, and it definitely feels more premium quality even though the price is much cheaper. I would be remiss if I did not include my lens of choice here in this video to kind of give you the premium comparison. I use moment lenses kind of as my everyday shooters on my phone when I do use my phone over my camera. There's a telephoto lens, a macro, a fisheye, and a wide angle. So I actually did include some test shots at the end of this. These are a lot smaller, but of course you do have to have several different lenses, and you have to have a little bayoneting strip attached to the back of your phone compared to the Aukey lens. So here you can see the wide angle lens versus the iPhone's kind of standard camera. It's obviously a lot tighter without that wide angle. Same thing here, this is the actual shot that you saw earlier with and without the lens. Definitely a lot closer. Without that lens on, you don't get as much space in there. Macro does great as well, though there is a little bit more kind of vignetting going on around the edges. But that's to be expected with a macro lens. There is such a shallow depth of field that you really have to get in between to get everything in focus. So if you're at an angle at all, like I am with this macro shot, you can tell it starts to get blurry. And of course, the iPhone can't even get close enough to these photos. Like if I took this photo without the lens on, here's with the lens, here's without the lens, it's just blur. There's really nothing for it to even get into focus. If you really like these close-up photography, macro lenses are really cool, and there's so many neat things you can take pictures of. Switching back to the wide angle lens for a second though, here's the Aukey. I want to show you a comparison between the Aukey lens and this is the moment lens. There actually is not this much vignetting, that is literally just the lighting in my kitchen, but you can see all three of them in a row. We'll do it one more time with my Simpsons Lego set here. This is the Aukey, and when you go to the moment, the big difference between these two lenses, one being more premium and the other not being as premium, is there's not as much curvature around the edges of the photo. The Aukey definitely kind of warps the image a little bit, trying to get everything in focus, whereas the moment lens, it pretty much, there's no curvature to the edges of the pictures. But again, you get what you pay for, and it's 3 times the price, and you only get one lens. If you are looking for a really solid lens that is affordable, that you can kind of bring with you, good metal construction, got a carrying case and everything, really easy to take on and off, you really can't do much better than the Aukey lens. It really is versatile and it has a pretty good build quality for coming in at around $30. If you would like to pick one of these up for yourself, we actually have a discount code good for 10% off, and you'll find that below in the description, as well as a link to pick one up for yourself. If you have any questions or comments, let us know down in the comments below as always. Otherwise, give this video a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.